Whoa! There's something happening. Don't trust game developers to do anything related to technology because it's all going to fail miserably. Now then. Here we are! Hello! Hello everybody. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Evening. Good something.
Good afternoon.
Depends where you are.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
Yep.
Happy Hanukkah,
Choose
Merry
one.
Christmas, Happy Easter.
Choose whichever one you like.
Yes.
Yep. In case you're wondering what's going on, I'm Andy.
I'm Amy.
We're Onion Soup Interactive. Hopefully you can hear us okay. In fact, we're just going to check with some of our wonderful Discord people.
Hello, Discord!
If we can be heard. Can we be heard?
Let's have a look.
Can we be heard?
I'm looking at some comments.
Uh-huh.
It's often when it's got a face reveal.
We've got a face. Oh no.
I think it's our face,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
his face.
yeah, that makes sense. He can do a face reveal if he really wants to.
Yes, probably.
Yeah. So
Audio sounds good. We are good to go.
Audio sounds good.
Audio's
Excellent.
good.
So we're going to run through the demo of UEDI, Shadow of the Citadel, and then we're going to do some other stuff, and we're not going to really worry too much about the stress of being live and online.
No.
And if we get really stuck, we've got some lovely friends to help us out, and Reiwa. Reiwa is here with us.
Yeah.
Reiwa's been really bad for us.
It's not been a good year.
Bad Reiwa.
Yeah.
Do you want
Heisei was so much better.
Yeah. What is Reiwa?
It's the Emperor's reign, isn't it? When
It's the era, yeah.
yeah, it's the Emperor's era. When the Emperor of Japan resigns, they get a new era, and now it's Reiwa, which is supposed to be a really good year because it's supposed to be really lucky.
Yes.
I'm not sure so far we agree.
No, we don't
let's
agree.
Go.
We don't agree.
No.
All right, cool.
Let's start the
do it. demo.
Let's
Let's
start the demo.
All right. I'm going to run a nice low resolution and upset all the PC gamers out there. All right, cool. Let's do it. Let's start the demo. So, UEDI Shadow of the Citadel was started, we kind of started it just after we
Just
finished
after
Nippon,
Nippon, really.
which we were living from Airbnb to Airbnb
In Japan.
in Japan.
Because we decided it's a really good idea to release a game and then try and relocate to Tokyo at the same time.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
And we had to go through the QA process with Nintendo and Sony and Microsoft while operating from laptops and remoting into computers elsewhere in the world, and it was just very difficult. Oh yeah, don't tell them. Don't tell them. They don't like that. They don't like these things.
We didn't do that at all.
Nintendo don't like that.
But here's the demo. Here's our intro.
Yeah, so UEDI is entering the planet, skydiving in. Skydiving's got a little bit of a history for me, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. Yeah, you're not so lucky.
No, I broke a bone pretty badly skydiving, so every time I watch this, I'm reminded of that. Yeah.
Is this how you felt?
I was shot down.
Were you being shot at?
Who's the costume designer?
It's me.
And you do loads of other stuff as well, but that's what we have so far
Yeah.
on there, and I'm sure it will change as things continue. So yeah, UEDI's entering the planet, but why? Why is UEDI entering the planet? She's infiltrating, and how is she doing this? Perhaps with help from some friends.
I hope we find out who these friends are.
Yeah, I think we might find out as we go through the demo a little bit, and then maybe we'll find out some more a little later. So she's had a bit of a bad time there.
This is exactly what happened to you, look.
It was. I did wake up with my helmet a little further away from me than I would have expected, and I had to check to see if all of my limbs worked, and then I got to the one that didn't, and I was quite surprised. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
But something's happening.
Something is happening.
We have to explore the area.
Yeah. Look at that. I mean, she's lucky, look. There's a hole in the side of it where she's fallen.
Don't tell Welly that. She'll be sad.
Quite a high fall. And there's a man there. He's also not had a good time. I wonder if he had a parachuting accident. Maybe. So let's have a little look around. There's some more dudes. And there's something to scavenge. Didn't use the word loot because I feel like it's got slightly negative connotations and I hear it too often. And I don't like words that I hear too often, so I changed them for other ones.
So we've got a hint.
Yep. We didn't have enough of those in Nippon Marathon, apparently.
No, we didn't, and we've learnt our lesson.
Yeah, so now there are 500 in this game.
There's probably too many.
Oh yeah, no, there aren't. Right. So, toggle flashlight with the right stick button.
It's nice that we've kept Weddy in her original jumpsuit from Nippon Marathon as well.
It is. She's had a haircut though.
She's had a haircut. We've jazzed up the jumpsuit a little bit. She's got nice shoes on now.
Yeah, she has. Oh, and we've got the wonderful, awesome music by Robert Ruby. I forgot to mention him on the intro because I was prattling on. But what a guy. What a dude.
He's done good.
He has
This is a good song.
Boy done good.
It's a good soundtrack.
So, A to jump, in case you haven't figured that out if you're playing the demo. Please let us know if the music's not too loud in the game.
Yeah.
You can hear the game okay, right? Please let us know. That would be pretty useful and helpful. So there's aiming, and there's shooting stuff that's in your way. I wonder if, like, some of these will reveal secrets later on in the game. Possibly. Looks like someone's been sleeping here on a weird-looking old mattress and eating what looks like
Delicious food.
Calorie Mate. I'm going to use branded names now.
What's the equivalent of Calorie Mate here?
Do
we have one?
Calorie Mate's just cardboard, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like what is it? Not even protein.
It's some kind of horrible thing.
It is not good. But it's like a really high, dense, nutritious thing that you get from vending machines.
Isn't it just empty calories? To like
I thought it was like
fill you up.
Yeah, I thought it was like a fat bar, you know, to keep you full and things.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's supposed to be good for exercise.
Mm-hmm.
But I've no idea. I could just be making this up. I don't know how Calorie Mate. It's
I
probably
think
a good reason
if you
why.
did a bit of Googling on it, you'd find that it's probably rubbish. It's just the worst thing ever. Well, not the worst thing ever. It's just a waste of money. You might as well eat some cardboard.
Yeah.
I'm really rubbish in Calorie Mate, aren't I?
Yes, carry on.
I actually quite liked it.
Let's carry on with the demo. Carry on with the demo.
Yeah.
Stop talking about Calorie Mate.
So these are some notes that you'll find along in the game world, and this one's by J.R.R. Graney, who's got quite a grand name for a man who lives on a cliff. And he's talking about how he's been living here for a little while, and he's seen some people approaching, and he's kind of like a little bit concerned about that. He's not really, it sounds like he's not that fussed about the rebels or Hazuki's men, and so now Weddy's and the player's kind of getting a little bit of an idea about the different dynamic on the planet. So there are rebels, there's Hazuki and his army, and there are other people who have survived whatever's been going on here, and maybe they're kind of stuck in the middle. So
whose island is this?
This is Hazuki's. Everything belongs to Hazuki and his dynasty, the dynasty that goes all the way back to like feudal times. So their family is an old, powerful family, and they've branched out onto other planets, it seems.
Is it also the same island that he travelled back to in the Nippon Marathon credits? Because you followed Hazuki going through the planets. Is this the planet that he's ended up on? He went back to?
I'm going to answer that by saying, yeah, maybe. We've not got very far.
No, we have not.
I hope you're in for a long stream. Yeah. No, it's a good question. If you want an honest answer, which is what we're here for today, not rubbish answers, then I would say I feel like it's a sideways step. It's an alternate universe. So they're related, and characters are related, but maybe the Nippon Marathon itself doesn't exist in this universe. Like, Weddy's not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
So I don't think it happened.
But she's still a journalist.
Yeah, she's still a journalist. In fact, there's more to her backstory than maybe there ever was in Nippon. So, yeah. I think you could probably say that yes, that's Hazuki's world, and that's the island, but don't necessarily feel it's a direct continuation. It's more of a sideways step. I'm trying to think of a good example. If you've ever read Dark Tower by Stephen King, a lot of other characters crop up in that from other books, and it's more of a kind of a merging of different universes and stuff with similar characters and themes. It's kind of like that. Anyway, we're about to enter some combat, I think, so let's move along and see what happens. Because according to my radar, there are some enemies, and I can see a drone over there, and I can lock onto him, and hopefully he doesn't notice me. We're going to be putting some stealth mechanics in the game a little later on. Ooh, there he goes. I'm going to shoot him.
Completely ignored you.
Yeah, no, he was looking for Calorie Mate. Probably. He did drop something interesting, though. 10 of those wavy things.
I love collecting stuff.
Yeah, collecting stuff's the best. Oh my god, there's a thing shouting at me. Oh my
He's
god,
really
he's just
angry.
really angry.
Don't let him shoot you.
I'm going to try not to. I'm going to use my dodging ability. Oh, there's another one. Yeah. He got destroyed. Do we have any questions yet, by the way, in the
I don't know, let's have a look.
in the chat?
So the aesthetic is 80s themed. That's from Soft and Wet.
Yeah. It is in the sense that really I was thinking and feeling sort of very motivated to do something that was inspired a bit by Akira, which I think is 80s. Oh God, I hope it is. Otherwise I'm talking bad stuff.
I think it is.
Yeah, I think it's late 80s. But yeah, basically, this will make this more obvious as we develop the game, more pronounced. Sometimes I find it difficult to talk while playing a game. I wouldn't be a very good YouTube streamer.
It's the music as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, so there's
Like the music
in there.
sounded, after Robert did like some demos, it sounded very 80s.
Yeah, we had a big long chat about what we were going for, and he felt that the aesthetic was very 80s as well, so he wanted to mirror that in the music. And yeah, I mean, I think as we go forwards, we'll try and. I really want it to look like you picked this. It's like an anime that you remember from a VHS, if you're old enough to remember those.
We're meeting Kai for the first time.
Kai, yeah. I'm sorry I startled you. I'm Kai.
Who are you? Are you one of Hazuki's men? I nearly died, you know.
Hazuki's men? I don't think so.
What's so funny?
Please make your way up here, and I can explain. Kai's very polite.
He's quite far away.
Yeah, he's shouting. And actually, it's hard to put that across without the voice acting in. So the idea
We do
is...
voice acting.
Yeah, eventually we get the voice acting in. I think another note as well is that some people have said that the animation in the cutscenes and stuff is not particularly great. It's worth us saying that we wanted to get some really good motion capture stuff for that, but COVID happened, and so that is...
It's on our to-do list.
That's on our to-do list, yeah. You might have noticed then that it mentions stamina. So the pink bar in the bottom left, the circular one, is UEDI stamina. That is sort of forming the beginnings of our like survival mechanisms. So in the demo it regenerates quite quickly, but we might have it regenerate much slower in the final game. So there's like more reason to be collecting stuff and like looking after your supplies and that sort of side of resource management as well. More backstory on what's been going on here. This is one of the employees who's had a bad time. He talks about rerouting power to the Citadel. So something weird was going on here when these guys died, and I guess that's the mystery that we're going to sort of figure out, right? And that UEDI's going to find out because, as you mentioned earlier on, she is a reporter, so maybe she should be trying to figure out what all this is about. Or maybe that's why she's here.
Maybe that's why she's here.
Maybe that's why she's here. Yeah.
You shoot that rock.
I'm going to shoot that rock. It's fun.
Good.
It's so much fun. God, I missed it twice and then I shot it. Yeah. Blew up. And stuff came out.
Yeah. And look at the hidden one.
You like that sideways dive?
I do. I always like a sideways dive.
Yeah. Any more fun questions?
Will there be a weapon modification system? Weapon mods.
Yeah, there will.
Tangosis.
Tangosis, good question. If I press start and go to the player menu, you will see, although the text is a little screwed up at the minute because it's just a demo, but it says hold crouch to overclock, not available in demo. So the overclocking is something that will be unlocked later on, and it allows you to increase things like the fire rate and the amount of energy or ammo that gets used in a shot. For each of your different weapons, but that will consume more power. So you can balance the weapons how you want them as you go, and you'll also be able to do that with the different suits. And we'll be showing off some of the suits and some of the customization later, because they have special powers associated with them as well. Or they will. They don't just yet because we're still making the game. Yep.
Exciting.
So good question. Very good question.
And then we've got more of a comment than a question. UEDI's green hair gives me Lum vibes from. Oh no. Oase Yatsura.
Oh yeah,
a good show.
Oase Yatsura, yeah.
What was my Japanese pronunciation of that?
I don't even know if mine was good, so Oase Yatsura.
Let's just go.
Something like that. Yeah. That's a cool thing because that also comes from that VHS era of anime and manga. So
What
like
was
all
that
the way
game
back.
that it got compared to on a forum?
Was it an anime or was it not?
No, it was that video game. You tried to find it and it's PS3.
Oh, Beyond Good and Evil. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to dig that out. I remember it, but not clearly. I never actually played it, but I remember it's a really well respected and highly rated game. So if we get compared to that, I'm very happy.
Yeah. All right, so we're still finding Kai. We're still trying to find him.
We're still meeting Kai.
Yeah.
He's all the way up here. I don't know why he didn't meet us halfway. He's like some of our family members. They just don't want to meet us halfway. Good, you made it.
You are a human, right? Not some robot programmed to state the obvious.
Sometimes it's good to be clear. I am not a robot.
Oh no, your arm. How did that happen?
Well, it's not safe here. My orders are to salvage what I can from these structures, but I was caught by surprise.
Those killer robot things?
It's you.
Oh, I don't mean to brag, but I've just grilled a bunch of them.
Yeah, you grilled them. Good. The less of them, the better. Now, we must get you back to my squad. So Kai has some friends
Hey,
nearby.
wait up. I don't just follow strange people around, you know.
Got ahead of myself.
Yeah.
I see. You know my name. Perhaps if I were to know yours, then we would no longer be strangers.
So, you don't recognise me?
I do not. Now, nameless person, we must go.
Nameless
There's been some script changes since you last played it.
Excellent.
I'm going to go
Are we gonna
get
do some
this pink
scavenging?
thing. Yeah, I'm going to get
yeah.
that pink thing and then run away.
We have another question. How
Yeah.
long did the demo build take to build? To make?
Well, I mean, we actually didn't have anything playable 2 months ago,
I would say so.
6 weeks ago. So we decided to do the demo before we had anything playable at all. I mean, we had models and we had animations and we had some of the kind of core like movement abilities, but she couldn't fire weapons. There were no enemies like that you could fight. So like it's been an absolute slog. I mean, honestly, it's been like the hardest thing ever to get this ready.
Yeah.
And so like, you know, there are some things missing that I would have really liked to have put in.
Yeah.
But
We didn't think to make a demo because we were going to plan it for August, September. But then the Steam Festival came up and we're like, well, this is too good of an opportunity to miss. So that's kind of why we ended up making one.
that is why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing's blocking our way.
Yes. I will disable it, but it will raise the alarm and our enemy will come.
There's no other way.
I do not think so. I will work quickly. Be ready to fight the enemy.
I'm ready.
Yeah, but I'm playing.
But I'm
Weird.
ready.
We should swap roles. Ah, there's enemies again. Screaming and shouting at me.
They are quite terrifying.
They can be. They do a lot of shouting.
Yeah.
Oh no, it shot me. They're satisfying to blow up though, I've got to say. Alright, so now it's scanning to see if there are any more enemies nearby. And we're in hunted mode, which means if there were, then they would be trying to find me.
We missed something. We missed a
Oh yeah, let me go do it. One of these bad boys.
point. Yeah. We kind of did one and didn't explain that before as
That's
well.
true. It's probably rambling. You know what I'm like for rambling on.
You are a rambler.
Someone else has been living here, but they haven't left any of those notes behind. They really didn't want to leave like an expensive piece of like.
But they've left a box
equipment.
instead.
Yeah, they did. What's in it? Some isotropic repair fluid.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. So do you want to explain what that is?
It's a respawn set.
Yep.
We like the idea of in Minecraft you have to sleep in a bed to get your respawn point.
Yeah.
And then if you die, you get automatically warped back to that point. We liked that rather than having, if you just like fall off a cliff, you end up by the cliff again.
Yeah, it was problematic, that, wasn't it? So I like this. It makes you feel like the player feels like they're in control of their own destiny. Yeah. Let's scavenge more stuff. So these structures will have more like detail in them and stuff, but you know, it's a demo of early access game. I'm not going to say that. I am going to say that again, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a weapon here, and a man who looks like he was about to use it, but sadly expired before he had chance. Oh yeah!
Ooh, a Harrier.
You've acquired a new weapon. It's an assault weapon. So now we can see that in our slots, we have our pistol slot, our assault slot. That is our heavy weapon slot that we don't have access to yet. That's the health. There'll be throwables and other consumables added to this as well later. And then, boom, we have something from Dan Okada of Okada Industries, who's talking about how this weapon is just really nice and you should appreciate having it.
Excellent.
I didn't read that.
We've got another question.
Yep.
Can you build or buy a minigun weapon in the game?
A minigun, as in like a turreted... I'm going to need clarification on that, so this might take a second for the delay, but like a minigun, like one that you can plant on the ground, like a tower defense game kind of thing, or a minigun that you can hold like Arnie in Terminator 2 shooting down the helicopters? That's my question back to the question asker.
Okay.
Who asked the question, by the way?
Salmonfish Gaming.
Alright, cool. Nice. Did we read out the other people's names? We did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, just check in. Where's Kai? Here he is.
Oh yeah.
He's gone to look at this thing.
This doesn't look good.
I'm not sure this can be fixed. Also, I'm not sure we really want to enter this structure. That's a fair point. A lot of bodies around.
Can I help? I'm not very good at standing around.
I based that on you, you know. Sometimes when I'm not sure what to write as well, I think, what would you say?
Yeah,
You're instantly bored.
Right. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yes, I think so. Maybe you can blah, blah, blah. Another way to move us forward. Yep. I blah, blah, blah'd it because there was some highlighted text. So if you're just skipping through, if you're not a text reader, you can just read the yellow bit.
My mum saw the trailer for this and said the same thing.
Oh, really?
That Wedu reminds her of me, and I'm like, I don't know if that's a good thing.
I thought you meant the yellow text bit.
No, not the yellow text. She watched the trailer and I was like, the girl reminds me of you. I was like, okay.
Can we find another way? Maybe this is it? Ooh,
oh, we're missing
repair this
something.
thing, but I'm missing some Garinium shards of this, like, crane. I wonder what's going to happen with the crane. You think it's going to, like, help us in some way?
I think so. Can we have a look at the area? Can we have a look at the view?
Yeah.
Is there anything interesting that we can look at? Like, sometimes you can see the Citadel. Can we see that in this shot? No. We can look at some clouds.
We'll probably see the Citadel soon. Oh my god, look at that texturing job.
Ooh,
it's terrible, it's a mess.
Let's pretend that. Oh, we can kind of see the Citadel. It was just there.
Yeah,
There you can see its lasers, like lights.
Yeah, the searchlights. I'm just going to fix this thing because, you know, I know what happens. So I might as well just do it. Oh, it looks like it's going to rain soon. You see the forecast in the bottom corner attached to the radar?
That. Yeah.
Lets you know what's going to happen soon in the weather.
Oh, we've got a response.
Yep.
One of the miniguns I can hold and carry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, why not? I mean, I hadn't planned for one, but I mean, who doesn't like holding and carrying a minigun? And you move slowly, a bit like the one in Halo Reach, I think.
Will there be like AA-12 style auto shotguns with shoot lasers?
Yeah, definitely.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I've got models for all the weapons, but I haven't started building how they work yet. So yeah, I like shotgun that fires lasers. Yeah. For some of the inspiration, I want to go back and look at the original Unreal Tournament, if anyone remembers that, because what an excellent game that was. And Quake 3 Arena, they had good weapons, really nice weapons. But yeah, I'm digging these suggestions as well.
Nice.
Was that the same person?
It was the follow-up. Oh,
excellent.
The emails has popped up. Go away.
Why did that happen?
Okay.
So we went to check on Kai, because he went on ahead. And
we've lost him.
Yeah, he's just kind of gone. The weather on this planet seems a little weird, doesn't it? Like, that makes me think that the rain's a bit, like, sulfuric or something. You know, all the red.
Yeah. Is it on a random weather channel? Like, is it predicted weather? Is it scheduled weather? Or can it just change?
The day's weather is predicted, is set, mostly set for the day ahead of you. And sometimes we'll force certain weather conditions for cutscenes when we want them. So like it always starts to rain here because we need Weddy to hide under the big radar away from the rain and then fall asleep because she's exhausted from having such a tough day.
But in one scene it might be raining for somebody else and it might be sunny for somebody else.
Yeah, totally.
If it's not a cutscene.
Yep, totally. It's completely dynamic weather. Sunsets and rises. At the minute, there are 3 different weather conditions. So there's nice and sunny, and there's rainy, and there's overcast. And obviously, we'll do some other stuff like some cool thunder and lightning and whatever else we come up with, and whatever else is kind of dictated by the story. Who's this?
Oh, Nishibori.
Nishibori, what shall I do?
I think you need to accept the call.
Okay. This is Nishibori. Do you copy?
I copy.
Have you made contact with Zenbei? It looks like they've got a bad line. Are you okay?
This place is terrible. There's killer machines everywhere. I missed the landing.
I know.
And I'm all alone.
She's all alone now that Kai's left. It's breaking up. Oh no.
Damn it, come on. Nishibori, I need your help.
Stay calm. Are you armed?
Yes, I am armed. Repeat, I have weapons.
That's good news.
I also have arms.
Something. Remember your training. Press on. Find sustenance, food and water, in case you're wondering what sustenance is. Something about Darwin and Snoogaroo, maybe?
I'm losing you. Nishibori? Nishibori? Damn, it isn't fair. I'm a journalist, not some bearded hill dweller.
Yeah, this is true.
Bearded hill dweller.
Yeah.
That I am not.
Not that we have anything against bearded hill dwellers, because we don't.
You look like one.
Yeah, I did until I shaved earlier on. That was a right beard I had going on. It was a beast. Go north, find a hideout, a cave overlooking a city.
Oh, it's just gone.
Oh, she's disconnected. There you go. All right.
Oh, will there be a Nishibori narwhal outfit for wedding?
I think we need to cover that when we get to the customization.
Oh, you've missed something. You've missed another
I'm going to go back
spawn
for
point.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's this
Spawn point.
cave here. There's a cave and there's a puddle. And I wonder what's leaking. Oh, look, there's some stuff. And a bad camera angle. Sorry about the camera angle. I haven't managed to fix it yet. But yeah, there's all that stuff there. Who asked it, by the way? Who asked the question?
Clark Matthews.
Clark Matthews. I'm going to go out on a limb and say yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, we have discussed like DLC packs of costumes, haven't we?
We have.
And we've mentioned the Nippon Marathon costumes.
I think it's probably high on the list.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it's a fairly safe bet. I mean, you know, no promises on anything, even going back to the weapons we were talking about. But this stuff does sound really good, and it's, yeah, I mean, certainly that we've definitely thought about a lot.
Yeah.
I'm going to access this because it's important at the minute and just talk about it. So this is a note. So we've been seeing these notes and stuff, and sometimes it's like, notes, yeah, whatever. But these are really important. So this one talks about UEDI. And someone's looking out from here, and they're making notes. So at 5:45, it picked up some radio chatter. Kai talking to someone else who he thinks might be Commander Samuels. So are these rebels? Maybe, maybe not. But at the end of this conversation, the person who's making the notes says, "You managed to capture a conlink ID from the data stream. It should," and he suggests that whoever this note is for, that they run it through the database later. So when we finish this, UEDI is now given a contact, new contact has been added to a contacts list, and you can access it through Y. So if I press Y, I can now try and call Nishibori or Kai. If I call Kai, are you there?
Oh, Kai, are you there? Kai.
Silence.
Kai, I don't know what happened to you, or if you're receiving me, but I'm coming for you.
She seems to have developed a bond for Kai very quickly.
Yeah, well, she's the only person she's met.
I think that's very true. I think that's why. So if I try it again, do I get anything different?
Is anybody there?
Very dramatic.
If someone's out there, you better get ready for me. Oh.
Yeah, she thinks that maybe he's been kidnapped or something. Anyway, there you go.
So, we have another question. Will there be cafes and restaurants that we can go to for bonuses and help, like in Yakuza?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
who was the question? You need to tell who.
That's Tangosis.
Tangosis, yeah. See, we need to shout out for the people. Anyway, we hit another thing. And now we need to make our way down, but it didn't look very safe, so I'm going to go this way. Cafes and restaurants. We have some models already for some corner shops, like the 7-Eleven inspired things, which are everywhere in Japan. And you're going to be able to go into those and raid them for stuff. There's a man down there, or a robot, whatever he is. He jumped. Oh, I like this weapon. And... Oh, it's a little everywhere. Maybe it's because it's an early weapon that you get. You know, maybe later weapons are better. Maybe you can do the overclock thing to you know, improve its accuracy.
Can you go through that gate?
We can't
just saw.
We can go through this one because you can fall into it, so we have to have it open. I never got a chance to put some stuff in here, but you know, there'll be stuff to find in the final game. I was talking about something. What was I talking about? Shops. So also you will befriend a...
Just go up to that doorway. Yeah.
It's locked. It's locked. Not allowed. Oh no, enemies. More enemies, because we're hanging around while we're in danger. The shops. There will be a talking, sentient, what are they called? Vending machines that you have a sort of network of, and they will also form as they will serve as like a place you can get food, water, and things like that from, and you can give some of your stuff that you've been collecting. So actually, I'll take a look at the menu in a second.
He's just hanging around under that tree.
He was hanging around under a tree. So if we go into the inventory, we'll be able to see the stuff. You'll be able to craft from here and also like swap it with trade that with other people. So yeah, basically, it's a really long answer for yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Would you like a fun fact?
Yeah.
From Mashup Maloney?
Yeah. Oh no.
First time I saw this when my friend actually played the demo.
Oh really?
Yep.
That's cool. Did they like the demo? That's what.
It didn't
that's my
say,
question.
but I would hope so.
There's enemies and everything. They're everywhere. I need to get through this alive because they're currently hurting me a lot.
And then we've got soft and wet. Will there be any kind of sniper rifle?
Yes.
I usually go for that or a melee weapon.
Oh really? Okay. I haven't decided on melee yet. I think we'll add melee into one of the suit powers. The power
It is
suit
quite a
probably
good
makes
thing
sense.
to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the moment, we feel like Weddy's like in her basic form. She's not physically strong enough
Oh
to.
no, we lost that. No.
Oh no.
She's not comfortable and confident enough to be able to melee someone.
Well, I mean, they're big ass robots, so I think she's just not. I think she's just not up to it. I don't think any of us would be, to be honest, unless you're built like Brian Cage.
Brian Cage?
Yeah, he's built pretty well. Maybe he would be able to take him on. He's now an AEW wrestler. You know about AEW, don't you?
I know all about it.
Yeah. Anyway, let's not get drawn into talk about wrestling, professional wrestling, because that might reveal how sad we are. Sniper rifle.
We got a follow up. They did enjoy the demo from Mashup Maloney.
Excellent.
And surprised you could get Kaiser contact.
Yeah, it's a new edition. It ended up in the very last build that I did. I put out there, so people might have missed it.
I like a respawn point.
Yeah,
it makes me very uneasy when you don't do it.
I know. There's a city.
I mean, it's unlikely you're going to die, but it makes me uneasy.
Oh no, it fell off.
Oh,
what were you saying?
I was just about to say you don't die, and you've just died.
I did just die.
Oh, but I was sniped. Oh, when it's night time.
And I woke up and it's at night time. And actually,
Ooh.
How did he get there? He followed us all that way.
Oh, we lost that item as well.
He was obviously looking for us. See, the city's now lit up a little bit.
Nice, nice.
So there's a lot of work needs doing on these places. I mean, heck of a lot of work, but it's starting to come together.
Oh, someone's found you again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hide in this cave.
That's a good idea.
Seems like a good idea, doesn't it?
I would hide in a cave.
Have I got sidetracked, or are we okay?
No, I think we're okay.
We're good. All right, nice.
Can we dance or do some karaoke to the Nippon Marathon soundtrack from Tangosis?
I'm not going to stop you.
Maybe there's a future stream.
Yeah. Do you mean in real life or in the game? In the game?
I mean, I feel like this is a future stream that we might need to have.
Of us dancing?
Yeah.
Oh, he's asking if we can dance.
I don't know. I'm not. It says, can we dance?
We can all dance together.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
We do a Zoom dance.
Maybe.
A Discord, Zoom. We've met someone.
There's a couple of things going on here that are really not good. One is how bright are these people? They really need to not be that bright. But then when you talk to them, they're not so bright. So there's obviously an issue there.
We're still in combat.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's not worry too much.
In the game. I got disappointed now. I'm slightly disappointed by her.
I need to draw something to your attention right quick. This person is sitting in a very unflattering way.
Don't do that.
I didn't mean to. They get randomly generated their clothes. So this is the first time I've ever seen them generate in a skirt, and it's obviously.
Please save her dignity.
I don't know what to do. Oh no! If I talk to her, she might stand up. So let's do that.
Nope. We just
Please stand up. There we go. Oh God, we did fan service and we didn't mean to.
I apologise.
Yeah. See me, Masen.
Come inside.
Come inside.
But yeah, they're talking about karaoke in game, not our karaoke of a Zoom call or just us dancing in our office.
We've talked a lot about a mini game, haven't we? Recently, and it feeds into Weddy's secret backstory. She has a backstory that is somehow relevant to that question, but I don't want to give it away. So we not give it away.
It is good. Maybe we hint at the end.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. We can do a little hint at the end. So, if anyone, I don't know if anyone saw this, but there's a little radio.
Oh, it's okay. Tangosis said a Discord dance party could be fun.
All right, cool, nice. More stuff.
We were desperate for our beta group to find this, and I don't know if anyone ever did.
No, they did.
They did.
Fuhad found it, I think.
Oh right, good.
Not sure about anyone else. I'm sure they'll tell us in the stream.
I just wanted people to find it. It's a nice Easter egg.
Yeah, I don't know if she can dance to this though. Oh no, 2 musics are playing at the same time. Let's end it quickly. So we didn't really talk about any of that, but there's more to come.
There is. Thank you for playing the Weddy demo.
You're welcome. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm welcome.
We really hope you enjoyed it.
I did enjoy it. yeah. Especially liked the bugs and the strange thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't talk about
all
those
these
things.
Extra things that somebody's going to do.
Yeah, who's going to do that?
Pikachu.
These guys. Yeah. Let's move on to the next bit. New stuff.
Yeah.
All right, everyone wanted to see new stuff. Let's see some new stuff, shall we? Yeah?
Yes.
All right.
I like new stuff. I like stuff.
We're going to teleport now to a place far away that I made this morning.
And it's not part of the demo, should also say.
It's not part of the demo, so this is new stuff that we wanted to show. So, I'm going to leave the van just sat there for a minute, and you know what? I'm going to move myself and then come back here.
Ooh, look at that
so
debug
this is
menu.
my secret debug menu. I'm just going to have a little float down here. I'm going to stand here. I'm going to just run around this grass for a minute because I feel like it. And I'm going to change something. I'm going to change my suit levels to level 2, so that's going to enable them. And I'm going to show you some stuff. So in the demo, this page is not available, but I've activated it so we can do some stuff. So we can see that Weddy's got 3 suits now. I'm just going to change her stance because it looks really crappy. Right, there we go. It's a little bit better. We can look at her with a slightly strange standing pose, but whatever. For each one of her suit types, so that's no suit, power suit, air suit, and command suit, they will come with different abilities, but also you can load them out with different things. So if I want her command suit to have, let's say, the stripe pistol, the Lancet, laser, let's call it a laser shotgun now.
Laser shotgun.
We know what it is. And also, we might want the Osprey, which is the sniper rifle. We also might want to change what she looks like. So we could give her this hair, and we could give her this... Oh, did I go past it? I went past it. This defector hat. Okay, so now she looks like one of Hazuki's commanders. And with that, and the power of the suit, she can get into places that she couldn't go before. So we saw the red gates. Sometimes those red gates can be just destroyed at their power source.
So there are people on this island.
There are other people.
Hazuki has an army, not just his robots.
He has his robots, and he also has some humans. We assume they're humans anyway. I mean, maybe they are, maybe they're not. But they look human.
And
I can say that
uniform.
much. That is their uniform. And there are different levels. So there are different levels of commander. It just so happens that there are 3. So there are 3 suits, 3 levels to Weddy's suit, and there are 3 levels to that. So let's configure some more stuff. So for the air suit, this is level 2 air suit. It's designed for moving fast, jumping high, floating safely down to the ground, which you'll be able to see that she's got kind of like bat wings on her top. What type of top is that?
A batwing top.
Yeah, is it? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You see, this is why you're the costume designer. All right, and I'm going to give her this Seika because it's cute and pink and silver. I'm going to
Oh, we've got Kyle.
Yeah.
This is a good idea. Like Lego Star Wars. Lego Star Wars. Not Leo Star Wars.
You told me it was like Lego Star Wars.
I said it's like Lego Batman.
Yeah. I'm going to leave her with green hair for that one. And actually, I'm going to give her the helmet. That's new, you haven't seen that.
I've not seen the helmet.
Yeah. Nice, isn't it?
It's good. I like
and then
it.
this one doesn't do anything yet, but type 1 is, we can have different versions of these. So you might have like one with a different design on. So like a cool logo on the top and different colours and stuff like that. But they'll be the same model, it's just a different skin for the same model. Now let's get another one done, shall we? So
we've got another question.
Yeah.
Tangosis. For hairstyles, will there be barbers? I want a Pokemon black and white iris hairstyle.
I don't know what that is, but you might know what it is because you're a massive Pokemon fan.
I don't remember the hairstyle. But will there be barbers?
Yeah. There's a character that you meet who will do this for you, and she's called Amy.
It's me.
And she does that kind of stuff. What? Should we go for the long redhead for this one? Yeah, I like that. I like that one. Cool. So now we get to actually like run around with the stuff. Like I said, the guns don't actually fire yet because we've not got that far. But like, check her out. Like her hair sways in the with the physics and stuff. And then on the D-pad, I can go through these at any time. So in combat, you can change. And if we had the powers, then you can change your. You can approach different combat situations depending on what suit you're wearing and change up as you're going through. So if you need to make a quick jump across a gap or get away from a bigger enemy, you might, more powerful enemy, you might switch to the air suit, quickly switch back into the power suit and like kick their ass with some power moves. Go to this one and hack a camera so that you can, do whatever it is that you want to do, or maybe even hack one of the drones to put it onto your side. So a fully like powered up Weddy is a really cool thing. It's all kind of in there at the moment, but
it will be.
It will be. It is coming. It is coming. So yeah, that is our customization demo. And I don't know if you saw it, but there was in the menu, excuse me, there was a sniper rifle. I did mention it, but I kind of just wanted to say it again because it was brought up.
Nice.
So yeah, how cool is that?
We've got Gimme Long Hair Weddy, Mash Up Maloney.
Yep, we'll get long hair Weddy in there. Don't worry, we definitely will.
Yeah.
There'll be an original style Weddy and probably an original style Weddy like outfit that will go with the Nippon DLC pack, right?
Yeah.
And don't worry, if and when we're doing DLC, we're not going to be like bad about it and make it £200.
No, more than the game.
Yeah, more than the game. No, it will be fairly priced, and it will serve a purpose of as for us to be able to make new content and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Because we don't like overly like expensive DLC in games. It upsets us.
Yeah.
And we're gamers. I mean, that's all we do is just play games. We don't like TV or anything else. So, before I go back to my van, I might just have a little zoom out and show off a little bit of the world, even though it's like all
brain dead.
The dawn.
Otaku can't stop staring at the sky.
Yeah, nice, right?
It is nice. It's nice colours.
It's actually just about to. We're just about to have a sunrise, I think. So.
Is that the moon?
That is a moon. I don't know which moon it is. It doesn't look like Earth. I think the sun's rising there, look.
Oh, yeah.
So you get a little bit of a sneak peek as to how big the island is. That is the crater that you start on the other side of it. So you can get some concept of like how big this game world is.
It's huge.
It is huge. And there are many cities planned. You can see a city down there, look. You see it right in the distance. This?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, okay.
I thought you were talking to the...
No, I was talking to you.
No, I can see it.
All right, let's go back to our van. We want to show off some vehicle stuff, don't we? Let's do it.
Very slowly.
Yeah.
These drones don't move fast.
No, they don't. I'm going to have to find it now. There it is. All right, let's see. Boom. I'm going to switch to this one because I've got a helmet on and I might need it.
You might need it. Oh, her arms are going a bit crazy.
Yeah, they do. We got some animation there that needs some work. It's that motion captured stuff that we have. So this van, if I get in it and I press A, I should try and start it. not sounding very healthy, is it?
Yeah,
In fact, it sounds like our car when we first got it a couple of weeks ago.
It does sound like our car.
What can we do about this? Should we take a look at the engine?
Yes, please.
All right.
I'm not good at mechanics, though.
Okay, neither am I. Oh, it says we can repair it. And we already have all the stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's handy.
It is handy because someone's also left an extra spare hydrogen filter over here, just in case we needed one.
So kind of them.
And if we repair it, and you know, we will have something a bit better than her just reaching out and touching the bonnet as a
There'll be some kind of animation to show that it's changed.
Yeah. Now let's try it, see what happens. In fact, hang on. In a moment, we're going to be quiet for a little while.
Yep.
How's that sound? Because I forgot temporarily, but we're gonna reveal something really cool and really new. So you can collect tapes and CDs and stuff for the vehicles, and we have a brand new song by Robert Ruby and Diana Garnett, who are both absolutely awesome. And when I turn the engine on, it's going to start in a second. So we're going to be quiet and let you enjoy it as we have a little drive. So let's try it. Let's do it. Maybe we don't have to be totally quiet. Maybe we can do a little dance.
It's a bit awkward otherwise, just like...
It is. It's a great song though.
It's a good song.
You've not seen this yet. It's a long road.
What side of the road are you supposed to drive on? Right or left?
The car is set up for left-hand drive, so that means that you should drive on the right here.
That's the American way.
It's the American way, but I'm probably not going to leave it like that.
Oh no, we've run out of road.
It's okay, this is just some modelling that's not been done yet. But I wanted to show it you anyway. There's lots of modelling that's not been done yet. We're not even at early access yet.
Mm-hmm.
You realise we have a ticker tape that says everything. We're going to answer questions in the Discord, but we've just been answering questions the whole way.
Oh dear, we're frothing at the mouth to test all of this out, mash up Maloney.
Nice.
Yeah. That's a mighty fine bridge.
It's quite a nice bridge, isn't it? I'm going to show it you again in a little while because I like it.
Cool.
Proud of it.
Is that the Citadel?
That is the Citadel over there, yeah. It's a long way there.
Mm-hmm.
This will be guarded by Hazuki's army.
Yeah, it sounds like it should be.
There'll be lots of evidence of war and battles. Now let's hope that we can get up onto here because it's not quite lined up.
Oh
no!
Oh my days.
Everything went wrong.
Wow. What an ending.
Let's just enjoy the rest of the demo like this, yeah?
Wow, what's happening?
I'm not surprised that happened.
You were expecting it, weren't you?
I was.
Oh, we've got a couple of questions.
Yeah.
Will there be a cross-release on PS4, PS5? And that's from Tangosis.
We can't announce consoles yet because we don't know. So, I mean,
We'd like to.
Yeah, I'd love to, and I kind of expect to, but nothing's. Wow, this is why she put that helmet on.
It's a good job.
Yeah.
We've got Kyle that even folds nicely.
I'm not sure
Let's
about
save
nicely.
her. Let's save her.
Yeah,
oh,
there we
good.
go. This kind of
We've
back
got
to
another
normal.
question. Soft and wet. Will there be any puzzle elements, or will it only be action?
Oh, there'll be in terms of puzzles. The puzzles. You said puzzles, right?
Puzzles.
The puzzles will be like the kind of puzzles you get in Zelda dungeons. So, like for example, when we started off and Kai didn't want to go inside that structure, that is likely to end up to be a Zelda-style dungeon. But rather than it be like, temple of water and that kind of thing, they'll be more like, maybe a little bit like the ones that are in Horizon. You know, they're more technological and less kind of fantasy.
Yeah.
But they function in the same kind of way as Zelda Dungeon does. And this is how you'll build up your suit powers. Because Hazuki's structures and Hazuki's infrastructure holds a lot of the secrets and technology that... oh no, we got two musics playing again. That is needed in order for Weddy to do that. So part of her alliance, assuming she has one, with the rebels, is going to involve that. I think we're going to have to end the stream and go to the video stuff now. Go to end the game and go to the next bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Unless there's any more questions. Oh, we've got Zelda, exactly what I was imagining, soft and wet.
Yeah, alright, cool. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you've called this Zelda with guns.
I have called it Zelda with guns.
Like, everyone always asks, how do you explain this game? It's Zelda with guns.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully, that's what we were aiming for.
Yeah. I didn't mean end the stream, I meant let's end the game and move on to the next thing.
the character stuff.
Yeah, let's move on to the character stuff.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because this has kind of got to that point where it won't carry on
It's all
anymore.
starting to break.
Yeah.
It's all starting to go wrong.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah,
like that.
Like that. Let's quit that. So a little bit more on that piece of music. I think we'll release it as a YouTube video soon, a music video, because it's just so absolutely excellent and awesome. Has anyone commented on it?
We did have some comments about the music. And then we've got Binman Cannon 21. Will there be any lobster mode or trolley bowling?
I'm not sure.
Wouldn't that be excellent?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they'll be bowling with the vehicles.
Like, maybe it's a thing. And this island is like leisure.
Yeah.
So it's like, instead of going to the bowling alley, you just trolley bowling alley.
Well...
Or shopping cart bowling.
I think... What was his name again? Remind me?
Binman Cannon.
Binman Cannon. Binman Cannon? Leave that with me. That's all I'll say. Yeah. But nice. I like that. Okay, cool. So let's go on to the next thing, shall we? We're going to have a look at We're going to have a look at the trailer and freeze frame it and talk about some of the characters a little bit. So let's do it.
I came to find the truth.
Yeah. And we didn't really know.
And to find my
We've got the
friends.
game design, but we don't like to stick to it.
But this forbidden place is entangled in war.
As you design and stuff, sometimes you just want to follow your kind of ideas that come up at the time. This is Hazuki. This is a brief shot of him. You don't get much of a view of him, but his face will be everywhere in the finished game. When you go into the cities, it's going to become obvious that Hazuki was a dictator and is a dictator still before things got really bad. So people lived on this island and have been on Hazuki's world for a long time, and perhaps like previous generations and who would have been emperors before him, maybe they weren't so bad. So there'll be evidence that this place was quite a good place, but he was a bad seed.
Is it insular? Do they have access to the outside planets?
Nope, they do not. That's why Weddy's had to enter in such a strange way.
But even in the past?
Oh, in the past, yeah.
But then something's happened and it's kind of...
They were quite a powerful nation in the galaxy that they're in. And Hazuki's he's a bad man, and there are people that you'll meet that used to be part of his army before he kind of made the switch to a mostly mechanical army, because he just decided that he just doesn't trust or want humans around him anymore. And there'll be a good reason given to you during the story as to what made him flip out so badly. What
triggered
flipped that switch? Yeah, what triggered him? What triggered him? But he is determined to see to the end of the rebels, and he has a couple of really big secrets locked away in his citadel, and everybody believes that that's where he lives, That's where he hides, essentially. A little bit like somebody we've heard of recently in the news, but let's maybe not go there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, there are parallels. The world's in lockdown.
Yeah.
You've got a dictator who's controlling a lot of stuff and is obviously lashing out, maybe through fear more than through anything else.
Yeah.
And we'll come to find that out. I'm trying to say stuff without giving too much away because the story's a really big part of it.
Yeah. Well, we've got a comment saying that it might be too loud.
Oh,
I'm guessing the trailer.
The trailer.
It might be too loud for us
Okay.
to over-talk over.
All right. I'm not sure what I can do with that right now because I've never used OBS before until today. So I'll try and catch it when we move on to the next one. How's that sound?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Let's do that now anyway, yeah?
Yeah.
And anyone wants to fire any questions about Hazuki? Obviously, we remember Hazuki from Nippon
Yeah,
Marathon.
handsome husky.
He's very different this time around. Yeah.
Still in power.
He still has a mustache.
Still has a mustache.
And he
A
still
glorious
has a
mustache.
glorious mustache, yeah. Yeah. All right, let's move on to Zenbei. Oh, it's a short clip anyway.
It
there we
is. It's
go.
a very short clip.
Zenbei is really different.
Very different.
Do you want to talk about Zenbei?
We wanted to include Zenbei from, if you remember at the end of the stories, Zenbei and Wedi became quite close friends at the end of the Nippon Marathon and Zenbei's story. So we kind of wanted to move that into this as well.
Yep.
And so, well, then we're like, well, we can't have Zenbei as a sailor.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had to like increase her coolness.
Yeah,
And
it's
kind
just,
of we've transformed her into a new character now.
yeah, Zenbei's made big strides in moving forward in terms of like her understanding of itself. And that was what her story was in. And I know people thought that Nippon Marathon story was kind of all over the place or whatever they thought about
Which
it.
it was.
Which it was, which is true, which is fine.
We did have a theme. We tried to have a point going through it.
But Zenbei's arc is really about like coming to terms with her actual personality. And for someone of that age would have been very difficult. So even though it's all wrapped up in something that's funny and stuff, there's an actual genuine story behind it. And so we wanted to continue that on. And what would it look like? What would that look like if Zenbei, if we project further forwards and into this world where there's all this other stuff going on? So it turns out that Zenbei is actually involved in the rebels, in the rebels against Hazuki, and is very intelligent and uses that intelligence to circumnavigate Hazuki's electronic systems and surveillance and all that stuff, and also create the NanoSuit that Wedi ends up using to fight Hazuki.
And the NanoSuit is those outfits
And the NanoSuit is those outfits.
that we were
yeah.
flicking through.
That's correct. Yeah.
Nice.
That's it. And so Zenbei is that's how Zenbei fits into the story. And it's a far cry from the Zenbei that we saw before, but this is just the next stage of Zenbei.
Yeah.
Yeah, leaving behind the kind of silliness because the world is much more serious that she lives in now, and so that's the representation that we've gone for.
We've got a couple of questions before we move on.
All right, cool.
We've got Tangosis. Hazuki had a wife in Nippon Marathon and an older sister. Hideko.
Yeah.
Will
Yeah,
she
they
be
were married.
appearing?
Hazuki does have a wife in this story, but it isn't Hideko. So maybe Hideko will be referenced somewhere later in the story, but that much I can say. Hazuki does have a wife, or there is a wife. There is his wife referenced, the Empress referenced in the story, but it isn't Hideko. Yeah.
And then will Felix?
Will Felix appear? I hope so. I think Felix should turn up.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
I liked Felix. He was based off RuPaul.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Yeah.
And then we've just got Braindead Otaku. Liked the Nippon Marathon character stories and never skipped through them.
Yes, good. Yeah.
Probably one of few people who did.
No, I think people probably do like it. I just think a lot of the reviewers out there thought it was too long.
Yeah, it's just understandable.
Which is true. Yeah, and the first version we put out there couldn't be skipped.
Yes.
That was a big mistake. Yeah, talk about learning your lesson as a designer.
Yes.
All right, cool. Next one?
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
Who's
cool.
next?
They prey on us.
Nice. Turn that volume down. So we're seeing some of the bits that we saw in the actual demo. So these have been around for a little while, but they're now much better. And also there's Kai with his hurting arm, his arm problem that he has. That becomes more apparent that wound is much more serious than maybe it first looked, because he's so polite, he didn't want to talk about how much he was in pain or how serious he really thought it was. So the next time you see him, he's going to look slightly different.
But who is he?
Think Luke Skywalker. You probably don't understand what I'm talking about there, do you?
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
I know who Luke Skywalker is.
Yeah. But he ends up with a different hand. A mechanical hand. Yeah. Arm.
Which film?
I think it's in... Is it at the end of... He gets his hand cut off at the end of Empire.
Silence. I've watched them. I know.
Yeah. Well, there we go. So, who is Kai?
Who is Kai?
Kai comes from Oita, which is one of the provinces in Japan, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's a rebel. He seems to be stranded on his own because he's become detached from his squad, and he seems to have a bit of a soft spot for Weddy, would you say? Would you say they're starting to form a little bit of a connection, even though it's only very brief? Yeah, so that's going to continue on in the story. Their friendship is going to be something that's very important. Kai is a very low-level member of the rebellion, and so he is he's eager to prove himself to the rebels, and his relationship with Weddy and his sort of desperate need to prove himself and prove his worth to the cause is going to get them to sometimes in trouble as much as it is going to be of help to everybody, because they're both maybe a little bit too they've got some growing up to do, shall we say, and that's probably going to play out throughout the story. So that's Kai. Yeah. And actually I want to tell you something about what he's wearing. So he seems like he's wearing something a little crazy. These are the official colours of the Grav Cycle team, which used to be a sport played on this planet, and so the rebels have managed to get a hold of like the outfits that they would wear, because they're quite useful. You know, they're not quite armor, but they're padded. They can move around in them really easily, and there's lots of them because people used to buy them and wear them as like, you know, you might wear a football shirt or whatever. So that's why they're dressed in this way. You didn't know that, did you? Maybe you knew that.
Maybe I knew that. Yeah.
So many things in my head.
Yeah.
That I don't write down or tell anyone.
Yeah, it's very difficult to sometimes design for. You don't tell me half the things.
That's true. Oh no, we would have talked about it because you designed it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's a really cool outfit as well. I really like it. When you chase Kai up the hill, it reminds me of Stupid Sexy Flanders. He feels like he's wearing nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Yep.
Find the strength to rise from the shadows.
Ooh, no, I've seen that one. What's that? We don't need that one. Sorry, I made a mess of that. These big guys, these are Balrogs. That's their code name. And they are much bigger and badder enemies than the ones that you fight in the demo. And so you can look forward to fighting those because they're going to be hard. They're kind of a little bit inspired by the slightly bigger enemies that you find in Halo. And we should have those up and running soon. What's happening?
Come on.
Oh yeah, that needs to go. Yeah, we need to check that in the others. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. I don't think it worked anyway when we tried it earlier.
Yeah.
All right.
We've got some questions.
Yeah.
Tangosis, what game series did you get ideas or inspiration from? Like any ideas from Yakuza, for example?
Yeah, Yakuza, I would say... I mean, Yakuza has... I think Yakuza has its lineages in Shenmue. So, like, it's an extension of Shenmue, isn't it? To some degree. I think some of the team worked on that. And so for me, I would think more about that. Because as much as I've played Yakuza, I kind of have stronger ties to older games and, like, older consoles. There's a lot of hand-to-hand combat in those games. So I'm not sure that has influenced us too much. But maybe in some of the storytelling and some of the collecting. So there's a lot of collecting going on. And that will probably be reflected in there as well. In terms of games that have definitely influenced, I really want to work on the AI to behave a lot like kind of quite similar to how you find it in Destiny and the Halo series, kind of somewhere is a halfway in between those. So in Destiny, like, the enemies are kind of throwaway. They're intelligent, but they're there to be shot and destroyed quite quickly. In Halo, things would stick around a bit more, and you get to see them think and react to you. So we'll be working on that. So Halo's definitely played a part in it. Originally I kind of saw it as we talked about it being Zelda with guns. It was kind of Zelda cross Halo in my head originally. I thought that was a really cool kind of concept that's not really been done that much, and so that's definitely there. I think since then, things that have influenced it have been, I mean, there's a little bit of Horizon in there, isn't there? Because there's the shooting of stuff and collecting things. And obviously there's robots roaming the place. What else can you think of that maybe influences regularly?
You've done the survival mechanics are similar to Minecraft.
That's true. So it's been a Minecraft influence. I think almost in some of the ways that the music comes in and out as well is kind of, we're going to want to go for a Minecraft vibe there. And maybe also the Tomb Raider games too, because there's a little bit of survival mechanism in that and the same kind of progression stuff. I'm not really fussed about putting in, I really like the skill trees, so don't expect those in there. Just because I think it's not that I don't like them, it's just that they've been done to death.
They have been done.
Yeah.
We've got some more questions.
Okay, let's go questions.
Any mini games we can play in UEDI?
Mini games, there aren't any at the minute, but let's go back to what we were talking about earlier with the dancing. So UEDI's past includes having a short-lived pop star career that didn't go very well. And maybe that's why she asks Kai if he recognises her. And perhaps that's a little test to see just how cut off from the world he is and all the rest of them. Maybe it's just a test to see if he's actually on her side. Yeah, so maybe UEDI knows a bit more than she's letting on in the first sort of few cutscenes.
Nice.
So with that, perhaps there will be something minigame-ish around creating your own J-pop video.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
Got more questions?
We have got more questions.
Nice.
We've got Finbar, the second Prince of Zimbabwe.
Oh, yeah.
Any word on the required PC specs?
I can't answer that in a minute, I'm afraid. We're going to try and like support as many as possible. So like we will try and run it on some stuff that's like not cutting edge. We definitely don't expect people to have like the best PC ever. But this is our first time doing a game this big. So we're going to find out as we go how much we can optimize it. So this demo has been kind of thrown together a little bit, as often things are for us, but we're making a big chunk of time after this is finished to make sure that things are done really well. Because what we don't want to do is end up in a situation where we have to backtrack and undo work that we've done. So we're going to do a big phase of optimization soon, and that should help us answer that question. But if you've got a half decent PC, then don't worry about it. It'll be fine. I hope that answers a bit.
And then going back to this with Tangosis and Yakuza, Yakuza had optional collectibles for locker keys, which had cool stuff that you get if you found the keys. Anything similar, like finding rebel logs in exchange for like cool gear?
Yeah, definitely. So in some of those logs that you have seen, I would definitely like to put in some key codes for like secret doors and lockers and things like that contain those kind of things. I mean, you definitely want to go all out on the customization. The only limiting factor for us is the fact that we're such a small team. So like when it comes to ideas and stuff that we want to put in, I mean, it's everything. We want to throw the kitchen sink at it. Sometimes that's to the detriment of the game, so we have to rein things back in. But if the game does well in early access, then we can keep it in early access for a while longer and make sure that we add in all the stuff that we really, really want to put in. So it's just going to be it's all going to come down to the success of the game as to how much gets put in there. And to answer probably a future question, we will be patching this a lot more than we patched Nippon.
Yeah.
And the reason we didn't patch Nippon is because we ended up with technical issues where we were painted into a corner where we couldn't do that anymore for all platforms. So we chose to do it for none, so that it wasn't unfair on gamers, because we would, we don't like to make things kind of make people feel like they're missing out. So it was a harsh and a difficult choice, but we felt like it was the right choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, another long answer.
Yeah. I think that's it for now.
Yeah.
Question-wise, yeah.
Cool. All right, let's move on to our next character then. So.
Soon they will all know my name.
Pull that down. Oh. All right, cool. So this is
Naomi.
She's one of the few children. She's probably early teens, would you say?
Yeah, I would say early teens.
Yeah.
Looks like she's in a school uniform.
Yes. Yeah, she probably can't find much else to wear because it's a little bit of a struggle for people. That's why they were wearing those tattered old clothes, those people who lived in that cave. But the rebels live in an old subway station, so they do have access to some stuff. That's one of their main bases, and she lives there, and she's often frustrated because she's pretty smart, but people don't listen to her and they don't take it seriously. And her dad is Commander Samuel, who we've already heard of before. She has a brother who is missing. His name's Hikaru, and I can't remember their mum's name. They do have a mother who's referenced in the story as well. The reason that I bring her up is that Naomi, Hikaru, and the mum all have names that are taken from Sega arcade board code names. So that is why she's called Naomi, because it's a bit of a homage to those. So Naomi's initially going to be very skeptical of Weddy. She's going to think like, who the heck are you coming in here? You're just here to hurt my dad, right? Because that's what she expects, because everyone, her dad's in trouble a lot. He's in danger a lot, I should say, because he's out there leading the rebellion against a pretty scary enemy. So she's skeptical at first, but we can assume that they're going to become allies. But what is she doing here?
She is being chased by some very, very scary looking enemies who I do not like. I'm going to say that now.
Yep.
They scare me. And if I meet them in the game, I'm just going to cry.
Yep, and run.
And run.
Yeah.
I will definitely be running.
Do both.
Yes.
Yeah. So Naomi has probably gone out to do something by herself because she can't be told what to do very easily because, she's a teenager. And we're still like that, and we're not teenagers anymore, so we can relate, right? So yeah, she's out there, and maybe you have to go save her, or maybe she can look after herself. I don't know yet. We're gonna have to find out. But those things in the background are called caretakers, and they used to be very friendly robot helpers. They would help people around the world do whatever you wanted them to do, because that's what they were there for. They were happy manual labor robots, and through fear of Hazuki turning them into part of his army, someone has done something to them. Let's say, released a virus, and they have now gone a bit crazy. Maybe wherever they are is not safe. Maybe you can turn that around. Yeah. Maybe Weddy can fix them or help them in some way. Maybe there are some that aren't feral and crazy. Yeah.
They remind me of the enemies of The Last of Us.
Yeah, they're kind of a little bit like that, but faster.
Oh, I was scared of them as well.
Some of them crawl along with the...
Yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah, some of them just appear out of a tree.
It sounds like a horror game.
Yep.
I do not need that. I am a wimp.
Yeah. But this is so we can strike different tones. So this is one of the reasons that we have them. We want to strike different tones with gameplay. So it's not just, there's a base over there and it's full of the same types of enemies. There are different places where you definitely want to play more cautiously and you want to keep your wits about you, because when these guys come after you, it's going to be quite terrifying and they're going to be quite relentless, and there's going to be a lot of them, because who knows why, but they tend to group up into a proper zombie herd. So watch out for these, definitely. Yeah, scary. Yeah, let's go to the next one. So, let's turn that down a little bit and hope that worked. So we come to the end of our original trailer. So that's the end of our explanation of all that stuff. Do we have any more questions?
We've got a couple more questions.
All right, cool, let's go.
We have Tengosis. Will there be random world events, like you have to rescue folk from the Hazuki robots?
Yes.
That's a simple answer.
Yeah, there are people out there who haven't had an opportunity or have decided not to join in with the rebels, and also sometimes rebels will get themselves into scrapes that you can save them from. But yeah, there will be people out there who need your help, and they will. What word did he use?
Rescue folk from Hazuki robots.
The first bit.
Random world events.
Random world events. They will be random world events. Yes, I needed to remember what the term was. Yeah. They'll form that. Yeah. That's the kind of way that they will come around. Oh my god, I've spoken so much. I'm getting tongue-tied, and I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
I think we've come to the end.
Yeah.
I think so. Unless there's any other questions. But we can continue the chat on Discord.
Let's continue the chat on Discord and give out a vocal chord. So let's go for a Discord instead of a vocal chord.
Yeah, let's go to the last page.
Yeah.
Just because
Do it.
I
Click
designed it.
Wow,
So,
you've used OBS.
Yeah.
You've never used it.
Okay,
Thank you for watching.
Nice. Yes, thank you.
Are we going to read this out? Together?
Yeah, all right.
We'll start after 3. 1, 2, 3. We hope you
Thanks
enjoyed
for watching.
I already said that bit, so I thought we didn't need it.
All right, okay.
Let's go again. Let's go from thanks for watching.
Right.
3, 2, 1.
Thanks
for watching. We hope you enjoyed playing the demo. Wishlist Weddy, Shadow of the Citadel. Continuing the conversation on Discord. Discord.com/invite /.
SPFYEHS.
Yeah, let's do it.